Think 500,000 miles is impossible for a Ford? Think again. The highest mileage Ford trucks on the road have one thing in common. Their owners followed a simple maintenance routine that most people skip. In this video, I am breaking down the exact steps that separate Fords that die at 150,000 miles from the ones still running strong at 500,000. Let us get into it. Number 1. Change your transmission fluid way before Ford says to. Ford officially recommends 150,000 miles for transmission fluid changes. Ignore that number. When transmission fluid breaks down, shift quality suffers, clutches wear out, and valve bodies clog with debris. For the 10-speed automatic in most modern F-150s, Expeditions, and Rangers, use Motorcraft Merkin UL5 fluid. For older 6-speeds, Merkin LV is the correct specification. Always use the exact specification for your transmission. Never rely on universal fluids from the bargain bin. Pro tip: after refilling, drive for 5 to 10 minutes and recheck the fluid level on level ground. Ford's 10-speed requires checking at a specific temperature, usually around 200 degrees. Do not cheap out here. A new Ford transmission costs $4,000 to $6,000. A drain and fill runs about $150. Easy math. Number 2, never skip coolant replacement. Most Ford drivers wait way too long on this one. Ford now uses yellow Motorcraft coolant, which replaced the older orange formula. It lasts longer than conventional coolant, but not forever. After 6 years or 100,000 miles on the initial fill, it starts turning acidic. That acid attacks gaskets, O-rings, and aluminum surfaces inside your engine. The most common failure from skipped coolant changes is water pump failure and head gasket leaks. This is especially risky on EcoBoost engines that run hotter due to turbocharging. Once the coolant gets corrosive, pump seals break down. Next thing you know, you are leaking coolant into the combustion chamber or seeing white smoke from the exhaust. What should you do? Flush and refill with Motorcraft yellow coolant every 50,000 miles after that initial change. On hybrids like the F-150 Power Boost, do not forget the hybrid system coolant. It is just as critical. Check the coolant overflow tank monthly. Low levels can signal leaks developing. A coolant flush costs $120. Cylinder head repair costs $2,500 or more. Protect your engine. Number 3, service the brake fluid regularly. This is one fluid most people forget until they feel mushy brakes or hear warning squeals. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time through microscopic pores in rubber lines. Even if you only drive 5,000 miles a year, water contamination happens. That moisture corrodes ABS sensors and causes internal rusting in brake components. Replace brake fluid every 3 to 5 years, depending on climate. In humid areas, stay closer to 3 years. Use DAOT3 or DAOT4 fluid, whichever your Ford manual specifies. Do not open the reservoir cap unnecessarily. Exposing it to air speeds up moisture absorption significantly. As for power steering fluid, most F-150s from 2011 onward use electric power steering with no fluid required. If you have an older model with hydraulic steering, that fluid breaks down and collects metal shavings over time. That damages pump and rack seals. Change the fluid every 50,000 to 70,000 miles using the correct specification. If you have made it this far, consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing. It helps me bring you more honest Ford maintenance advice. Number 4, replace all filters on schedule. Filters are not exciting, but dirty filters choke your engine's airflow and contaminate critical systems. Cabin air filter, change once a year. A dirty one restricts airflow to your heating and air conditioning, stresses the blower motor, and makes climate control feel weak. This matters especially in dusty or urban environments. Engine air filter, replace every 15,000 to 30,000 miles, depending on conditions. A clogged filter forces the engine to run rich, burning more fuel and fouling spark plugs prematurely. On EcoBoost engines, clean airflow is critical for proper turbo performance. Fuel filter, Most newer Fords have non-serviceable in-tank filters, but diesel F250 and F350 trucks with Power Stroke engines need filter replacement every 15,000 to 20,000 miles. Diesel fuel systems are extremely sensitive to contamination. Use OEM Motorcraft filters. A $12 part can save thousands by preventing debris from wrecking expensive components. Number 5. Rotate tires and check alignment. Simple tire care prevents massive suspension repairs down the road. Rotate every 5,000 to 7,500 miles, basically every oil change. This ensures even wear and prevents suspension strain from uneven tread patterns. Get alignment checked once a year, especially after hitting potholes or curbs. If your truck pulls to one side or your steering wheel is not centered, you have a problem. Misaligned wheels do not just destroy tires, they wreck bushings, tie rods, ball joints, and wheel bearings over time. Check tire pressure once a month. Underinflated tires wear faster and stress suspension components unnecessarily. Alignment costs $100. Suspension repairs cost $1,500 or more. Number 6. Use OEM Motorcraft spark plugs. Spark plugs seem small, but skipping replacement can kill ignition coils, waste fuel, and even damage pistons. The 5-liter V8 uses plugs rated for 100,000 miles. EcoBoost engines work their plugs much harder under boost pressure, and Ford recommends 60,000-mile intervals for turbocharged motors. Use Motorcraft OEM specification plugs, whatever came in the truck from the factory. Aftermarket alternatives may not match the correct heat range, which affects combustion timing and efficiency. Pro tip: even if you have not hit the mileage, replace plugs at 8 to 10 years. They can seize in aluminum heads if left too long. Ford's older 5.4-liter Triton was notorious for plugs breaking during removal, turning a 30-minute job into a nightmare. Inspect coil boots when changing plugs for cracks or oil contamination. Use dielectric grease on connections to prevent corrosion and make future removal easier. Number 7. Inspect cooling fans and belts. Two unsung heroes of high-mileage Fords. Cooling fans help the radiator dump heat. If they stop spinning, you will see air conditioning problems first, then engine overheating in traffic. Test yearly by turning the air conditioning to maximum, opening the hood, and verifying both fans spin. The serpentine belt drives your alternator, air conditioning compressor, and water pump on most Ford engines. If it slips, cracks, or breaks, you lose multiple systems instantly. Inspect it every 15,000 miles. Replace it between 60,000 and 100,000 miles, depending on visible wear. Look for cracks, fraying, or shiny glazing on the belt surface. Good news for modern Ford owners: most current engines use timing chains instead of belts. Chains last the life of the engine with no scheduled replacement. However, chains can stretch over time and tensioners wear out. If you hear rattling on cold starts, that could indicate chain wear. Keep up with oil changes, and your timing chain should last well beyond 300,000 miles. Number 8. Change differential and transfer case fluids. If you drive an F-150 Expedition, Bronco, or Ranger with 4-wheel drive, this is critical. These components use heavy gear oil that breaks down with age and mechanical shear. Change the fluid every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. The first change is especially important because it flushes out metal shavings from factory break-in. Use the correct specification from your manual. Do not mix viscosities or brands randomly. Signs you are overdue include humming at highway speed, leaks at seals, and difficulty engaging 4-wheel drive. Differential repairs cost $2,000 or more. The fluid costs $60. It is worth it. Number 9. Stop ignoring small leaks and warning lights. Here is how most $5,000 repairs start, with a tiny leak or a warning light that someone ignored. If you see oil spots, smell coolant, or your check engine light glows, investigate immediately. Do not assume it is nothing. A basic OBD2 scanner costs $25, and it tells you if it is a loose gas cap or something serious. Ford engines are remarkably tolerant, but neglect creates snowball problems. A simple PCV valve failure, maybe $20 to fix, can lead to clogged intakes and burned seals. Have your truck inspected once a year. Catching problems early avoids catastrophic repairs. Bonus driving habits for 500,000 miles. Here is what the highest mileage Ford owners have in common. They warm up gently. No revving after cold starts. Let the oil circulate first. They do not ride the brakes. Smooth driving keeps pads, rotors, and calipers working longer. They keep detailed service records. Whether on an app or notebook, they track every service. They fix small problems before they grow. Squeaks, clunks, or strange smells get investigated immediately. They drive consistently. Fewer cold starts, fewer short trips, and no flooring it when the engine is cold. Follow these habits, and your Ford will reward you with reliable miles for decades. 500,000 miles is not a fantasy. It is absolutely achievable with the right maintenance routine.